जिंदगी हो खुशनुमा, इस जगत के वास्ते हम बने अब रहनुमा, हम बने अब रहनुमा। एक ही अरमान है, एक ही अरमान है, एक ही अरमान है। मन बने मधुबन हमारा, महके जग ही उपवन सारा, कर दे पावन सबका जीवन, जो बहे गंगा की धारा, जो बहे गंगा की धारा, जो बहे गंगा की धारा। कर दे शीतल तपते और को बन के चेतन चंद्रमा, इस जगत के वास्ते हम बने अब रहनुमा, हम बने अब रहनुमा। प्यार भर करके हृदय में प्यास हर मन की बुझाए, ज्योति जीवन की जगाकर ज्ञान का दीपक जलाए, ज्ञान का दीपक जलाए, ज्ञान का दीपक जलाए। देख करके कर्म अपने खुश हो प्रभु परमात्मा, इस जगत के वास्ते हम बने अब रहनुमा, हम बने अब रहनुमा। सांसों के सरगम से गूंजे गीत बस भगवान का, धड़कनों से शब्द निकले खुशियों के वरदान का, खुशियों के वरदान का, खुशियों के वरदान का। नेक चिंतन से बदल दे ये ज़मीं और आसमां, इस जगत के वास्ते हम बने अब रहनुमा, हम बने अब रहनुमा। एक ही अरमान है, जिंदगी हो खुशनुमा, इस जगत के वास्ते हम बने अब रहनुमा, हम बने अब रहनुमा, हम बने अब रहनुमा।
हर पन्नों में लिखा है बाबा नाम तेरा। मेरे दिल के हर पन्नों में लिखा है बाबा नाम तेरा। तेरी चाहत गम को मिटाए, तेरी याद है मुकाम मेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
तेरे प्यार में खोए हुए हैं, तुझसे प्रीत लगा कर। मन का आंगन सुना था कब से, भर गया पास आकर। तेरे प्यार में खोए हुए हैं, तुझसे प्रीत लगा कर। मन का आंगन सुना था कब से, भर गया पास आकर। मेरे दिल के हर पन्नों में लिखा है बाबा नाम तेरा। तेरी चाहत गम को मिटाए, तेरी याद है मुकाम मेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
है इनायत रहबर मेरा, आशियाँ जो है बनाया। दिल का अरमां खिल उठा है, प्यार जो तुझसे पाया। है इनायत रहबर मेरा, आशियाँ जो है बनाया। दिल का अरमां खिल उठा है, प्यार जो तुझसे पाया। मेरे दिल के हर पन्नों में लिखा है बाबा नाम तेरा। तेरी चाहत गम को मिटाए, तेरी याद है मुकाम मेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा।
तेरी बाहों में जन्नत पाए, पाए चैन सुकून। बड़ी निराली बातें हैं तेरी, गूंजे दिल में यही धुन। तेरी बाहों में जन्नत पाए, पाए चैन सुकून। बड़ी निराली बातें हैं तेरी, गूंजे दिल में यही धुन। मेरे दिल के हर पन्नों में लिखा है बाबा नाम तेरा। तेरी चाहत गम को मिटाए, तेरी याद है मुकाम मेरा।
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा,
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा, नाम तेरा बाबा नाम तेरा। ओ,
नाम तेरा बाबा नाम
Om Shanti. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, Sister Usha, very clearly.
Okay. Sorry about that. So today we have a very beautiful Murli, and really Baba, in a way, he's talking about the hopes he has in all of us. And as Baba actually describes his hopes that he has for us, one of the things that's really very powerful is Baba is highlighting how there's a one aspect where a parent would have this deep feeling that in his family or in the family there would be a deep connection or love. So one is that the parent would love the child to be an example for others and be the real self that the child is supposed to be. So to be in the full potential. And in that, Baba is saying that you need to be the constantly lit lamps. You can't flicker. You need to be in the awareness of who you are. So that first aspect is the true self-respect that Baba would like us to have. But the second element, which is very beautiful, is Baba is talking about love. And he's even giving a very beautiful example of he's saying that, when we can finish the feeling that I did this or this is mine, and that when another person or another individual does something, I actually have this experience that it's their thing and my thing is no different. So, in the bigger picture, when we speak about Ubuntu, I am because you are. And so it's not only when I do it, I feel satisfied, but even when somebody else does it, I have the same feeling that I have also got the satisfaction of doing it. And the method that Baba is saying why we can have this experience is because there is love. And if you look at the word love, it's always connected to that feeling where we are not separate from each other. When you the child or you the father and your child does something, most of the time parents feel that if their child achieve, the achievement is for them because there's such a deep connection between the child and the parent. So Baba wants us as the Brahmin family to have a similar kind of feeling that even if we another person is doing the service, but because it's part of my BK family, their achievement becomes my achievement. And Baba is really speaking about this love within the Brahmin family. And I think in a Sakar Murli or an Avyakt Murli many years ago, I remember Baba just giving this one thing, that the feeling that Brahma Baba has is that the love that we have for Baba, the feeling that we experience for Bab Dada, can we feel the same for every member of our Brahmin family? And I feel it's a lovely challenge in which Baba is bringing forward what the hope of the world is, because the world is actually something that is our home, our family. It's where we all have the feeling of being together. But according to ego and greed and selfishness, there's a deep experience of a separation. And as a result of being separated, there's competition, there's comparison. So the real hope for the world is when we can actually finish our differences and bring about that oneness, so there is that true love that exists. And with that, everything can be transformed. Baba is saying that service is only service when it's coming from the heart of love that we have for Baba. So the heart is not just my own selfish desires, but the heart that Baba has, which is an unlimited heart, a heart that doesn't see any barriers, no differences. So I feel it's a beautiful challenge Baba is bringing forward to us, but exactly what is required for this current period. And so Baba's Murli today is the 11th of July. And Baba spoke this Murli originally on the 3rd of February in 1988. The title of the Murli is The Two Pure Desires of Brahma, the Mother and Father for His Brahmin Children. Today, Bap Dada, the one who fulfills all the desires of all the souls of the world, is seeing the spiritual lamps of his hopes. Just as the Father is the one who fulfills all the pure hopes of everyone, similarly, the children are the ones who fulfills the Father's pure hopes. The Father fulfills the desires of the children, and the children fulfill the Father's hopes. You do know what pure hopes the Father has for you children, do you not? Every Brahman soul is a lamp of the Father's hopes. A lamp means a constantly ignited light. A lamp that is always alight is lovely. How would it seem if the lamp was constantly flickering? Bab Dada is pleased to see those who fulfill all the Father's hopes, that is, the lamps that are constantly shining. And if we could just translate this in a practical way, is that if we could stay in a constant awareness of who we truly are, That's what makes us the lamp of hope. It gives others a clear indication of what to be. Today, Bob and Dada were having a heart-to-heart conversation between themselves. Who remains in front of Bab Dada? It is the children who remain in front of him, is it not? So they would only be talking about the children, would they not? Father Shiva asked Brahma, "Do you still have any pure hopes for the children?" And Brahma said, "The children are definitely constantly engaged in fulfilling pure hopes, number wise, according to their power and their love and their attention. Since the Father has fulfilled all their hopes, and they definitely have zeal and enthusiasm in their hearts for fulfilling all the Father's hopes. However, they become number wise in showing that there is a difference between thinking about something and demonstrating it practically. There are some children for whom thinking about something and doing it practically are the same, but not all are like that. When you bring in your awareness the Father's love and the attainments you have received from the Father, what the Father has made you and what He has given you, then, because of being an embodiment of love, you fly with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm for doing yourself what the Father has asked you to do. However, when you have to serve or make connections in the gathering, that is, when you have to act and do something practically, then in some cases your thoughts and actions become the same. That is, there is that same zeal and enthusiasm. Whereas at other times, at the time of having to act, the sanskaras of the gathering or the paper of circumstances that come through Maya and the elements sometimes make you feel that things are difficult. So, because of those circumstances and sanskaras, the thoughts of zeal and enthusiasm you have with love are different from you actually doing something. You then think, if it weren't like this, it would be very good. You then become caught up in the spinning of if and but. It should have happened like this, but instead it happened like that, and that is why this happened. You get caught up in the spinning of if and but. This is why your thoughts filled with zeal and enthusiasm are different from your doing it practically. Father Brahma especially spoke about two hopes he has for the children, because Father Brahma has to take you with him and also remain with you. Father Shiva is the one who will take you back with him, but he will not be with you in the kingdom or throughout the cycle. That one, Brahma, will always be with you, and the other one, Shiva, will always be the observer, watching as a detached observer. There is a difference. It's a good thing to see the connection. We all have the direction to be with Father Shiva, But practically the whole of our cycle, we're actually interacting with Brahma Baba. And wherever there's Brahma Baba, there's the whole human family as well. So Baba says, the one Brahma will always be with you, and the other one, Shiva, will always be the observer, watching as a detached observer. There is a difference. Father Brahma always has the pure, emerged hope to make the children equal to himself. In fact, both Bap and Dada are responsible, but nevertheless, Brahma is the creator in the corporeal form, and therefore the corporeal creator loves the corporeal creation. You were told earlier too that children belong to both the mother and father, but it is still the mother who has special love for the children, because it is the mother who becomes an instrument to give sustenance. It is the mother who is the instrument to make the children equal to the father. This is why the mother's love has been remembered. This is pure motherly love, not filled with attachment or vice. Where there is attachment, there is distress. But where there is spiritual, motherly love or just love, then the mother has the pride in the children and won't get distress. So whether you called Brahma the mother or the father, what special hopes does he have for the children in both forms? One hope is in relationship to father, and the other is the pure hope in relationship to the Brahmin family. The pure hope he has in relationship to the father is that just as Bab Dada is a detached observer and also a companion, similarly he wants each of you to become equal to Bab Dada in the same way, and to be detached and a companion and become a great soul by always playing both parts according to the time. So the pure hope of the Father is for you to become detached observer and a companion like Babdada. Both Bab and Dada are completely content with one thing about the children. What is that? Every child has very good love for Bab Dada. Their love for Bab Dada never breaks, and because of love, whether they are powerful or only according to their capacity, they are moving along. They are definitely threaded in the thread of love as beads that are Brahman souls. The thread of love is strong, and they cannot be broken away from that. The garland of love is big, whereas the rosary of victory is small. Children are surrendered to Babdada because of his love for them. No matter how much someone may try to separate you from the Father's love, you are still so surrendered to him by love that you cannot be separated. The words, my Baba, emerge from everyone's lips and their hearts with love. So he is content with you children in the garland of love. However, in being powerful like the Father and free from the spinning of if and but, instead of being constantly powerful, you are according to capacity. It is in this that Bab Dada has the pure hope that all of you children become constantly powerful like the Father. Where you have to be a detached observer, you sometimes become a companion. And when you have to be a companion, you become a detached observer. To be able to fulfill the responsibility in both forms according to the time, what it is to be equal to the Father. The garland of love is ready, but Bab Dada has the pure hope that the similar big rosary of victory should also be ready. Apart from the 108, Bab Dada is giving you full freedom. The rosary of victory can be also as long as how many want to be victorious. Do not limit yourself to 108. Do not think there are only 108 and we cannot enter that. It is not like that. You can become that. In order to become victorious, you need one type of balance. You constantly hear about the balance of remembrance and service. But why isn't there that balance of remembrance and service when you want it? Even though you do understand this, why is it that not put into practice? For this, you need one other type of balance. And that balance is the one other hope, Father. I'll read that again. For this, you need one other type of balance, and that balance is the one other hope of Father Brahma. One hope is to become equal to the Father, and the second hope is of the family. That there is always good wishes and pure feelings for every Brahmin soul in practice. It shouldn't just be in thoughts or just a desire. I want to do that. Many say, I want to have good feelings, but in practice it is different. You were also told about this in detail earlier. What is the reason for not constantly having good wishes and pure feelings for the family?
Sorry, Sister Usha,
You,
can someone is
yes,
unmuted? If everyone could just mute.
okay,
Sister Belinda, I think everyone is on mute. This is coming from Sister Usha's side.
okay.
It looked like
Um,
Yoshni was unmuted.
okay, let's try again. So Baba says, we definitely, the second hope is for the family, that there are always good wishes and pure feelings from every Brahmin soul in practice. It shouldn't just be in thoughts or just a desire. I want to do that. Many say, I want to have good feelings, but in practice it is different. You were also told about this in detail earlier. What is the reason for not constantly having good wishes and pure feelings for the family? You have love for the Father in your heart, and the sign of that love in your heart is that that love cannot break. No matter how much of a misunderstanding someone may try to create in you about the Father, or whatever someone might say to you about Him, when the Father in the corporeal form gave a signal or a teachings to make you move forward because of love, the teachings or signals for transformation did not create a misunderstanding. There was always and there will always be the feeling that there is benefit in whatever Baba says. There has never been a lack of love. Instead, they consider themselves to be even closer to the Father's heart and felt that this is the love of belonging. This is called the deep love of the heart that transforms feelings. The sign of love for the Father was that the Father said something and you always said, Hanji. Similarly, let there constantly be the same love in your heart for the Brahmin family. Use this method to change your feelings. Then balance between your love for the Father and the family will automatically reveal practically the balance of remembrance and service. Lovely connection Baba is making with what I feel for God, His remembrance, and what I feel for the family's service. So the scale of love for the Father is heavy, whereas the scale of love for the whole Brahmin family keeps fluctuating. It's sometimes heavy and sometimes light. It is heavy for some and lighter for others. For this you have the balance of love for the Father and love for the children. For you to have a balance of love for the Father and love for the children is Father Brahma's second hope. Do you understand? Become equal to the Father in this. Love is so great that whether you did something or someone else did something, the same happiness is experienced in both situations. When Bab Dada became the instrument for the task of establishment, he made the children companions in service. Then, even if the children did and continue to do more service in a practical way, then the father, Bab Dada, was still happy seeing the children move forward because of that love. Because of the love in the heart, there could never have been the thought, why should the children go ahead in service? Why am I not the instrument? It was I who made them instruments. There was never that feeling, even in his dreams. This is called true altruistic spiritual love. He was always happy keeping the children as instruments at the front. Whether the children did something or the father did it, he never had any consciousness of I. There was never the feeling, this is my task, my duty, my right, my intellect, my plan. Love finishes the consciousness of mine. Whatever you did, I did, and whatever I did, you also did. These pure feelings and good wishes are all called love in the heart. Where there is love, you never feel this is mine or this doesn't belong to me. Where there is love, then no matter how ordinary the words are that are spoken, or with whatever right they are spoken, you don't feel them to be like that. You would never feel, why did this one say this? A soul who has love for another will never assume anything about the one he loves. It would be like this, it would be like that. Because of constantly having faith in the one you love, even something said lightly to you would feel as though that one said something with a purpose. You would not feel that to be useless or wasteful. Where there is love, there will definitely be faith. If there isn't love, there wouldn't be faith. So, to have faith and love for the Brahmin family is said to fulfill Father Brahma's second desire. Imagine, this is a very big thing. The faith and hope I have in Baba, faith and love I have in Baba, to have that same feeling for every Brahmin soul. Baba says, just as Bab Dada gave you the certificate of loving the family, similarly, you also have to claim the certificate of acting in a practical way with the same definition of love for the Brahmin family as you were told. There has to be this balance. Because of not having a balance of loving the children as much as the father, when you move forward in service, you yourself say, there is Maya in service. And sometimes, seeing the atmosphere, you even say, it is better to stay in remembrance than to do such service. Free us from all types of service and let us just sit in a bhatti. You people have this thought from time to time. In fact, service is something that makes you a conqueror of Maya, not something that brings Maya. So, why is there Maya in service? The main reason for this is that there isn't love in the heart. There is love that is dependent on the family. However, love in the heart creates a feeling of renunciation. And because you do not have that, service sometimes takes on the form of Maya. Therefore, such service cannot be accumulated in the account of service. Even if someone becomes an instrument for 50 to 60 centers opening, however, as much is accumulated in your account of service and in Bapdada's heart as you have done whilst being free from Maya and remaining yog-yukta. Someone may have just 2 centers. She may be in charge of only 2 centers, whereas another person is seen to be in charge of 50 centers. But if even 2 centers are free from obstacles and free from Maya, free, Maya from any upheaval or conflict of nature and samskaras, then much more is accumulated in the account of service of the one who has 2 centers than the one who has 50 centers. Do not be happy thinking that you have 30 or 40 centers. How many of those centers are free from Maya? When you continue to accumulate centers as well as Maya, then such service is not accumulated in the Father's register of service. You might think that you are doing a lot of service, that and you don't sleep during the day or even at night, that you only prepare food once and eat that at night because you are so busy. However, along with doing service, you are not busy with Maya, are you? What happened? How did this happen? Why did this one do this? Why did I not do this? This is my right or your right? What happened is the Father's right. Do you understand? Service means that in which you are practically able to see the fruit of your cooperation and contentment and everyone else's. If you are unable to attain everyone's good wishes and pure feelings as the fruit of cooperation and contentment in a visible way, then check what the reason is for that. Why did you not receive that fruit? Check the method and change it. To increase true service is to increase service. Do not just please your heart thinking that you are doing very good service. Please the Father's heart and claim blessings from the hearts of the Brahmin family. This is called doing true service. Superficial service is very big, but where there is service from the heart, there will definitely be service with love in your heart. This is called fulfilling Father Brahma's hope for the family. This was today's heart-to-heart conversation. You will be told more later. Today is the last chance for the children from Bharat for this season. This is why Babdada told you what Babdada wants. You have claimed one pass certificate. You have claimed one pass certificate and you now have to claim the other certificate. Acha, now constantly remain the shining hopes of lamp, shining hopes of Babdada's, shining lamps of Babdada's hopes. Acha. To all the lamps from everywhere who are the decoration of the Brahmin clan and who always fulfill Babdada's pure hopes, to those who always keep in their hearts a balance of love for the Father and the family, to those who accumulate more in their account of service by serving from their hearts, to the lamps of the Father's pure hopes, to the servers who serve with an honest heart, love, remembrances, and namaste. So can we just have a short pause and then we'll read Baba's blessing. Om Shanti. So let's read Baba's blessing for us. May you be unshakable and immovable, and with the experience of the point of the drama, remain constantly in the stage of a detached observer. Those who have the experience of the point of the drama remain constantly stable in the stage of a detached observer and experience the stage of being constant, unshakable, and immovable. Souls who are experienced in the point of the drama will not see anything bad in something that is bad, but will only see the goodness that is. They will see a way for self-benefit. The account of any loss has now finished. What a powerful consciousness. The account of loss has now finished. You are the children of the benefactor. This is the benevolent age. With the authority of this knowledge and experience, become unshakable and immovable. And these two things are just incredible. If I can stay really in the awareness that I am the point, the drama is the point, and my home is that eternal space, what in this world can actually compete with those three things? And so really Baba's given us everything. And the slogan, those who use their time in a worthwhile way by considering it to be invaluable can never be deceived. Om Shanti. So Baba's Murli today for us is a special gift, but especially that feeling that, you know, we have such love for Baba. And what does the soul want to do? Want to really fulfill the hopes that Baba has. And so Baba simply wants us to be like him, be the observer and the companion. But when you're a companion to Baba, what are you going to be? That constant shining light. There's no flickering, there's stability. But then because of that, what it means that when we're interacting with everyone, if I'm really holding that awareness of being like Baba, then how does Baba see every child? And for me, I'm feeling that it's like a very powerful signal from Baba that not to wait for anyone, not to wait for anything. If we go deep into the awareness of our own self, we know what is important for us, and let's just get busy doing it. So for me, I felt that this Murli was really a special treasure. And as long as we just use Baba's Murlis like little doses, and that's what homeopathy is all about, little doses of a shift in consciousness, everything will change. So let's have Sister Belinda give us a little drishti today. Sister Belinda, are you there? Belinda Bain, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
So Brother Avinal, could you spotlight Sister Belinda? And let us all give Sister Belinda lots of good wishes and love. And before everyone runs away, and then we'll also share points from Baba's Murli today. So Brother Avinal, have you got a nice, beautiful song to play for us?
Yes,
Even a
I
nice
do.
birthday song. Yes.
I got a song, but not a birthday song.
a lovely song, so we can all give Sister Belinda love with Baba's remembrance. All my phones are dying. I don't know what Om Shanti Belinda Ben. I hope you heard the song from everyone's heart. So from all of us, a very, very happy birthday. So we can share points, but I thought, does anybody want to share good wishes for Sister Belinda first, before you'll all rush off?
Happy birthday,
Special
Sister
birthday
Belinda.
wishes, Sister Belinda.
Thank
On
you.
behalf of the whole family, Belinda Ben, lots of love and good wishes, and thank you for all what you do for the family, and have a wonderful day picnicking on the beach today. Give yourself a treat from all of us, okay?
Thank you. Thanks to everyone for all the blessings and the good wishes. You know, we feel Baba's love through the family, and that's what makes it so special. So I really had so many blessings this morning, and I just want to say thank you to each one. Very, very lovely. And it's a beautiful morning here, although it's very cold, and definitely a walk on the beach today at some point. Thank you. Om Shanti.
We'll send you some warm weather or warm vibrations from the East Coast here. It's a nice warm day here, let's say not cold. So everyone is sending in the chat to Sister Belinda. You need to check. There's some messages coming into the chat as well.
Thank
So
you.
would you like to share something, Belinda Ben, on from today's Murli?
Yes, I think it was that the point about someone else's service is your success and their success, and that feeling of no separation at all. You know, when there's a task that needs to be done and everyone puts their finger of cooperation, it's that gets the task done. And this is the feeling in the family, that each one's finger of cooperation is vital, and it's what brings success. And such a beautiful method to keep the ego at bay, that actually your success is my success and my success is your success. Thank you.
Okay, so is there anybody else that would like to share something that touched them today, that they like to take away? Okay. Anyone?
Om Shanti, Sister. Good morning and a very wonderful, blessed birthday to Sister Belinda. Yes, the point that struck me was Baba says, where there is love, there will definitely be faith. If there isn't love, there won't be faith. And I can relate to this because I come from a background of having to do things because it was a duty. For example, if we did not go to church on a Sunday, we would be told that we would go straight to hell because it was a mortal sin. And so there was this faith that wasn't filled with love. And I go back to the first blessing card I got when I joined the Brahma Kumaris was by becoming love itself, you create unity and heal the illusion of separateness. And I'll never forget that because it was a very special moment. And it's when I have that true love, when I become love, instead of loving, trying to love, which then brings the ego into play. I become love. Faith then naturally comes in, I believe, more beautifully. I don't have to make effort to believe because of the love that I have for everybody. My faith flows from that. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Okay. Any more thoughts from Baba's Murli today?
definitely, in a way, Baba was giving us today a very clear aim, because service is something that we say is the breath of Brahman life. But the service that does not accumulate the right vibrations can't be service. So in a way, if we're really, really, really busy, but there's a lot of other things that are happening as well, Baba's saying then that's not really true service. So I feel Baba's also given us a very nice way to measure how it is that we are doing Baba's work. And the connection that Baba says about having remembrance and doing service, and knowing that when I'm really sitting with Baba in the right way, in the right consciousness, then that won't even exhaust me. It won't leave me feeling breathless, but it'll empower me, because if the service I'm doing is just creating new bonds, new special relationships, because when I'm reaching out to others, giving them Baba's message, what am I really doing is bringing them into the family of God. And so that is really not work itself. It is actually more good wishes that will come our way. So it won't leave us feeling tired and exhausted. So I think there was just many things really worth reading again, and reflecting and creating practices from it, which will be very powerful for, well, at least that's what I feel from this Murli. Okay, any other thoughts? I see there are some souls that have left points in the chat. One person says, would the experience of the point of the drama remain in the stage of a detached observer, will not see anything bad, but will only see goodness in everything beneficial. Those who use their time in a worthwhile way can never be deceived. Have a beautiful, peaceful day. Okay, so are we now? Yes, Pratibha.
No, it's Kamla Ben.
Okay, Kamala Ben, yes.
What I wanted to say is I'd like to relate this aspect that Baba was talking about, love for each Brahmin family member, and with Mohini Ben's class this morning. And she said that the love we share is God's love, not our love, because when it's our love, then it becomes selfish. And as I'd like to go deeper into that aspect today. And happy Linda. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Actually, you reminded me of something that Baba's Murli said, you know, a simple thing like saying Om Shanti with a lot of love. I think the last few days from Sister Mohini's class, it's all been about love and love lean. And yes, the emphasis really has been that when I'm bringing that feeling from inside of myself, which is just good wishes and pure feelings, then actually there'll be nothing that will go wrong. Everything will work out in a powerful way. So yeah, as much as today's Murli was filled with hope, I felt that the gift that Baba gave us was the definition of love and what it means to really be loving to each other, and how love can actually finish all the differences that exist in the world. And truly that world of love that we want, the golden age, will come when we are in that stage. So beautiful. Have a lovely day. If there's no one else, Brother Avinal, can you please play us a song?
Okay.
Do you have anything to share, Brother Avinal? What did you take from today?
Yeah, I like this aspect of you know, when you're just doing service for the sake of it, and there's no love, Maya will creep in.
Yes.
And so just know that you're doing something because you want to do it, not because you're forced to do it. And you're doing with the aim and intention that it's going to bring benefit, not just to you, but to the whole world. Okay, so I'll play another song.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone.
Thank you, Usha Ben. Om Shanti.
We'll say goodbye when the morning sun appears and rests upon your eyes, and the day it begins like the birth of a child. He will hold you in his arms, and you touch the light. You touch the light. So melt away like a snowflake on my hand, a wave upon the sand, and we'll sing you home, far away from our sight, and he'll hold you in his arms, and you touch the light. You touch the light. We'll meet again when the river finds the sea, and all of us are free, and the world is reborn from a star in the sky, and everyone will know that we touch the light. We touch the light. We touch the light. We touch the light. We touch the light.
Thank you. Om Shanti to the whole family, and have a beautiful day. Take care and be safe.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti,
Have a
everybody.
great day.
Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Happy birthday, Belinda Ben. Lots of good luck.